Hello everybody, Imminent Storm here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. In the last episode, we pretty much just got started playing as Imperial Japan. We reorganized our military, we set up our first research, our first natural focus. We've gathered our navy together so we can take a look at that. And we've begun distributing people out to the various theaters that they are going to be needed in. There were a couple of things here that I did notice we needed to take a look at. Just some small things. I forgot to assign these guys, this set of 4 divisions right here, to units. So you are getting assigned to... was it this guy? I need to color code these. Yeah, this guy. We'll assign him to that guy. And these 3 actually get assigned to this guy over here. Just unpause that, and they should go about finding their way where they need to be. Are you guys not aware that you can move? Like this port here, for example? There you go. Alright, there they go. Okay. Alright, so the other thing is, it looks like we got a couple of the submarines finished here, so they should be here. Well, one of them is. So we can merge them up. The other one's over here. Alright, so we can move them over to Osaka there. Alright. Now, I did take a look at the national focuses here and made a decision about what we're going to do with China. Now, the goal is going to be to found our own faction, and we want to try and avoid war with the United States for as long as possible. Because we have no way of matching the U.S.'s industrial capabilities. Ooh, another sub. So I'm planning to not conquer China. Instead, we are going to puppet them. That means we're not going to get access to their resources directly. We also won't get access to their factories and shipyards, but that should be okay. I mean, if we go to resource map mode, I mean, they have some tungsten, some steel, a lot of steel, and a little bit of oil. That shouldn't be too big a deal. What we're going to do instead is we are going to take this focus, subdue the warlords. So that's going to give us war goals against the People's Republic of China, against Shanxi, against Guangxi Clique, and the Jibei Sanma and Yunnan there. So this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. And the Guangxi Clique here actually has a lot of resources. I mean, lots of tungsten, steel, chromium. So that's going to be a nice place to conquer. We are going to need to somewhere along the line get our hands on some rubber and some fuel, some oil. But as long as we are friendly with the US, they should be a good trading partner for us. So it probably won't be too much trouble. Alright, so we'll just keep things rolling here at some speed while we get things done. Now, the other thing I wanted to do is kind of reorganize this army here a little bit. Yep, there's those 3 guys coming in now. The remilitarization of the Rhineland. Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory close to the French border in clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. Local population cheered the German soldiers on, while the diplomatic reaction from France and Britain have so far been muted. It is no more than the Germans walking into their own backyard, a political commentator in Britain observed. Worrying. We finished the army primacy, so let's take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and do the Chinese border incident. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to separate off what I would consider the mobile units. So we're going to do anything that is cavalry. Got a lot of cavalry. And anything that's motorized. So these guys. Separate them off. Move them over here for the time being. So I want to make them into a separate army. Actually, I'm not sure at this point I really need... Let's see, he is... holding that, alright. Basic machine tools, okay. Oh, we have some free factories. A bunch of free factories. Alright, so what are we doing with the free factories? Actually, what I really am going to need, we're building some fighters. Key 32s. Let's actually send ships to the bottom of the priority list for now. For resources. Close air support. Let's get them building, and let's get some fighters building. No, we still need another one. Let's go with the fighters. Do we actually have any better fighters? We had the interwar, close air support, carrier, naval bomber. Got a bunch of carrier stuff. Interwar bomber. So another thing we're gonna need to add in here are some tactical bombers. So maybe that's what we'll do. We will throw some tactical bombers in there. Let's see. What do we want to research? Synthetic refineries. Concentrated industry? Yeah, let's go with the concentrated industry. And let's see. Let's get MPs. We can modify the government, so let's go with some political advisors. Let's see, we got communist, no. Fascist demagogue. Oh, we don't really need the fascism support. Effective partisans. Political power gain. Let's say we go with the political power gain. Alright, so we are going to assign these guys to a new army. We're going to give them to a general. Trickster, engineer. Let's go with him. No, we don't want to promote him. We want to assign him. There we go. Oh, that's confusing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make you, let's say, blue. Like a really nice blue color there. And this guy, who's going to be another one of our offensive guys, let's make him a slightly different shade of blue. Let's make him this kind of color blue. Alright, so we'll know the blue guys are offensive armies. Alright, you... let's make you black, because you're just a defensive army. I think. And we'll make you kind of a medium gray there. Just so that I'm looking there, I can visually distinguish who's who. Alright, so, you guys. For now, they're not assigned anything. It has no orders. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to give this guy a front along here, specifically. Because although we're going to attempt to puppet China, I don't know if they're going to take it or not. Alright, so how are production coming along? Okay, we got some stuff coming along here. What is the issue with our stockpiles? Okay, so we're still way behind on infantry equipment. We're okay. We're getting up there on support equipment. Alright. Are we actually producing any artillery? And do we have any artillery assigned to any of our divisions? No, none there. None there. That's an odd... This is an odd little division. We're probably going to be editing this division, making it more into a tank division than an infantry division. It's going to become mobile. And let's see. No, that's just straight up cavalry. No, we don't have any artillery. Do we actually have the tech for artillery? Yes, we do have the tech for artillery. We're not building any. Do we have a couple of factories we can assign? If we back this guy off... what will that do? 193 days, that's still fine. Then let's go in here and assign towed artillery. Again, let's push everybody else down here. Let's give it a couple of factories. It's probably going to tell us that we have no templates. We need oil. We need aluminum. A lot of oil is going to free up when we finish rebuilding the Hiei there. But we do need some aluminum. Alright, let's take a look at aluminum. I guess we can get a little bit more aluminum from the US. For another factory. Speaking of our factories, how are things rolling here? Coming along, looks like. Alright, so not a lot going on right now, so we're just going to go ahead and speed this along. Oh, how long was that until Hiei's done? 8.5 months. Okay. And we're coming along on the Chinese border incident. Still saying oil and steel, but a lot of that, again, being consumed by the battleship under construction. Alright, and then then we're gonna fire up puppeting China. And then once China's puppeted, we're gonna wipe out all the warlords, gather up all their... finish researching the Yamato class. Getting those built. We'll probably want to go ahead and get the Asashio class destroyers. Keep our fleet up to date. Looks like I got a destroyer. Alright, let's merge that in. Diplomacy. Not have to worry about that right now. Oh, just about there. There we go. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Chinese authorities claim that the breaking point has been reached in regards to our unwarranted aggression toward China. Our demands for reparations have been refused, and there are reports of Japanese nationals coming under attack in Shanghai. If we needed an excuse to deal decisively with the Chinese, this is it. Okay. France and Britain announced an alliance. Okay, so France and Britain are now allied. So we're going to go Chinese puppet. We'll find out what we're doing in 70 days. And we're just going to roll things forward. Marco Polo Bridge incident. As we just talked about. Alright, how long till Hiei's done? Games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world. 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. Alright. Yep. 1936 Olympics in Berlin. As I was saying. 6.8 months. Now, it's not saying that we don't have a template for towed artillery. So did I miss that? Engineers and recon. Engineers. There is some artillery in there with these guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit this, and I think I'm just gonna add like a full artillery regiment. It's gonna increase our assault attack, our heart attack, defense, breakthrough. Do some organization, recovery rate, increase our weight and supply use a little bit. But it's going to make these divisions all around better. So we'll save that. And that is probably going to really increase the demand. Yep. Oh, we can edit our government again. Let's go with the Compassionate Gentleman monthly opinion plus 15%. Let's do that. Okay. 816 days. Because we apparently are only making one a day. At the moment. How are infantry equipment? Spanish Civil War. Civil war has erupted in Spain. Several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid have issued a pronouncement. Large portion of Spanish armed forces have answered their call to arms. Alright, so the Spanish Civil War. Do we actually want to send anybody to the Spanish Civil War? We could send a few divisions. Actually, no. We're not. Because we might be embroiled in some combat very soon ourselves. So we're going to need all the divisions home. Oh. Let's see. The cowardly Chinese have once again submitted to our demands. They have agreed to become a mere puppet of our nation. Okay. So, the Chinese have agreed to become a puppet. Benelux. British Parliament debates intervention in the Benelux. And learn from the Great War, the British will not underestimate the strategic value of the Benelux region. The potential risk of seeing enemy countries build influence there, the British Parliament has debated the possibility of military intervention. Alright, well, they really chance an intervention. Okay, so China is now our puppet, and we now have the Chinese army as an allied force, which is pretty significant. And that's 40 divisions right there. So, next, what we're going to do is subdue the warlords. Give us those war goals against the various Chinese warlords. And so now that we have that, we're going to change this up a little bit. Italy annexed Ethiopia. Right, so you can delete your front line here. You can delete your front line there. Delete your front line there. Alright, so you... let's set you up as a front line here. Right, where's the victory point? Their victory point is here. Looks like that China's fortified the border with the People's Republic of China. So maybe I should do it this way. Have you garrison the entire border. They'll be pretty thin. But we'll take these guys, and we're going to create a front line like right here. Research finished on the grand battle plan. Alright. So let's go with air. We need better fighters. Yes. I mean, do we have things in stockpile? We have Type 91s. Let's deploy those out. Do we have any actual close air support? Well, these are carrier naval bombers. Yes, there we go. Close air support. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to merge the fighters together. We'll merge the close air support together. Do we have another... Yes, we do. We have a better airport to be at. So we can take these guys... Oh, no, these guys, and move them there. Right, now they're standing by. Now we want to put them... where do we want to put them? That's northern China. I guess we'll go over northern China. So we'll put them over there. Close air support and air superiority. They won't do anything yet because we're not at war. They'll be ready to go as soon as we are. Okay, now we want to set up some battle plans. So you... An offensive line. What we're going to do is we're going to say push all the way. Just in a general push like that. And these guys are going to specifically push to here. Take their capital straight away. So let's see, they'll go straight at the capital, yep. Whereas these guys are just going to do a general push along the entire front, just to keep the rest of their army busy, whatever it happens to be. Alright. We just need to wait for that focus to come off. And then we're probably going to be doing next is we need the industrial effort. We want this extra research slot. So we're probably working on these guys to get the research slot. Synthetic oil focus, the industrial effort, all this stuff. And we also want to get to founding our own faction as well, so we probably at least want to get this. And then we'll found our own faction and then head over to the research slot. Alright, we're going to run it at speed 5 here while we wait for our focus to finish. We need to assign some military staff as well. That's probably what we're going to do next. Oh, national focus complete. Subdue the warlords. Military police, concentrated industry. Alright, so. These guys. Still 36. So let's say we want to improve our artillery. And we probably won't be needing to worry about tanks right now. Naval doctrine. I'm not sure how much we need to worry about naval doctrine at the moment. This is something we were going to want to worry about. Let's see. Air doctrines. Strategic destruction, battlefield support. Flexible point both ground support and regular bombing. How close air support interacts with divisions. We can lay waste to enemy divisions. Optimal support. I'm thinking of going with battlefield support. Yes. Alright, oh, we need another national focus. We want to go with the Imperial Austerity. Alright, now, we're getting kind of late in the episode, but we're going to go ahead, we're going to get this started. So we now should have a war goal. Just conquer from the focus. I'm going to send that off. Now, is it going to tell me how much... It's going to say 0% of global tension? We have generated 7.8. Okay. Japan is called Manchukuo as our ally. Okay. We called China in as our ally, and we declared war on Shanxi, and we're just going to fire off the plans and take the country. Don't think they're going to put up much of a fight at all. Mostly we have low supplies. Oh well. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. They only got a single division guarding their capital. We have a lot of force heading in there, so... Alright, can you guys actually join in from the flanks? Oh, the Chinese are coming up. This isn't going to last very long. Let's see, yeah, we got air superiority, we are attacking from multiple directions. Yep, we got it. Oh, they have another spot over there. Okay. Alright, well, you guys... Can we set up a new front line here? Redeploy you guys up there. And then... Oh! They capitulated. Alright, so we're going to take everything. And we should be done. Because... yeah. Annex Shanxi. Alright, so next order of business is the People's Republic of China. So they're going to be a little bit tougher. They have a little bit bigger military. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this army of 19 divisions. And we're going to do a general garrison of the front. Actually, we might not need to do a general garrison of the front, because it looks like the Chinese are holding the south on their own. So... let's just do this. Let's just garrison... set ourselves up on that line. We'll take these guys, and we'll set them up here. And these guys are going to do just a general push down here. So we're going to attack south through the country. And these guys are going to spearhead straight for the capital. Same as we did before. Oh, we have free military factories. Also, we got a factory from taking Shanxi. So, what do we want to do? Let's put that on the towed artillery, because we need a lot of that. At 402 days. 72 days to finish our infantry equipment. Alright. Is everybody on the line? Oh, they're getting there. Alright, now we're going to garrison this territory, I think. Eventually. So what I'm going to need to do is I need to set up a garrison, an actual garrison template. So let's go into... though we didn't really get in a lot of military experience from that. Unfortunately. Let me just see. Let me just see here. I want to go into division designer. Actually, for this, I want to edit this because these are just reserve infantry right now. I'm going to duplicate it and call this a garrison. We want to add military police to it. Nope, already more experience than what we have. Okay, so it's gonna take a little bit. So we want to make those smaller on the infantry side because you really don't need a lot of infantry in them, with some NPs to improve their suppression. Alright, and I think we are probably ready to go against the People's Republic of China, but we are at the end of this episode. So, we'll stop it here. When we come back next time, we're going to take down the People's Republic of China. And then we're going to proceed through here, then swing down and take these two guys out. So, that's the plan. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.